government forms of Chadema candidates in council and parliamentary positions. We cannot say who they are, but I believe more will be discovered a few hours from now. At 3 a.m. I found a big cloud of smoke coming from there, and I wondered what had happened. So I left my room to come to the living room, but the smoke continued to increase, so I had to get out and wake up the neighbors to ask what was going on. And as soon as I opened the door, I found the office open and on fire. This move of burning down Chadema offices is not a good political move. We ask legal organs to intervene, as this is not right.
3 people have appeared in Kisutu Resident Magistrate Court in Dar es Salaam to face 7 charges, which include involvement in terrorist meetings and being found in possession of explosives. The accused Khalifa Hassan, Adam Kasekwa and Mohamed Lingwenya are also alleged to have been found with a firearm, uniforms of Tanzania People's Defense Force and the illicit heroin drug. The accused were not allowed to respond to the allegations as their offences are non-bailable. And the government has been saving more than 760 billion shillings annually due to improved health services, which has led to a decrease in the number of patients who travel abroad for medical treatment. This was said by the Deputy Minister of Health, Godwin Mollel, when addressing senior officers of the National Insurance Health Fund in Morogoro.
We are saving at least 700.
Tawelekeza kwa wakulima, wafugaji.
Small miners at Burumbaka Gold Mine in Gasuma Village, Bariadi District, Simiyu Region, have claimed that they have been directed to leave the area as a bigger miner with a license has been given the mine.
This mine was depleted and about 30 plus people remained behind. But we were told there is a miner with a license who has come in. We are taxed so much on gemstones compared on the cost incurred living as miners with nothing. The minerals office have worked together to open an area to sell gold, which has helped us control gold mining.
The government has received payment of dividend from NMB Bank, which has assured that it will reduce interest rates so that low-income people can benefit from loans given by the bank.
Kwa hiyo narudia tena, muangalie expenditures za benki, gharama zenu zile.
You must look into bank expenditure so that the banking sector is not burdened with high costs to the borrower. You must monitor lending policies so that you help Tanzanians who are coming to borrow. I would like to take this opportunity to assure Tanzanians that the Ministry of Finance will make sure that this money will be put into development activities to address some of the challenges faced.
Benki pia imeendelea kushiriki katika miradi mbalimbali ya kimkakati ya taifa.
During this period, the bank has engaged in various national key development projects, such as the issuance of bank guarantee in SGR railway project.
Hivyo, mchango kutoka kwenye mashirika.
Contribution from the public institutions increased a lot, something we are proud of.
Ni sehemu ya kiasi ambacho tunachokizungumzia na kujivunia.
And that's all for the national news. International news is next. In international news, The Ministry of Health in Kenya has said that 19 patients have died from the coronavirus in the last 24 hours, being the highest number of deaths to occur in a day, with a tally of infections at more than 31,000, as 397 new cases were reported in the last 24 hours.
379 new cases, raising the country's total to 31,015 cases. And this was drawn from a sample of 3,867 people within the last 24 hours. Of our positive cases, 372 are Kenyans, whereas 7 are foreigners. And in terms of gender, 223 are male, whereas 156 are female. The youngest is a 1-year-old baby, while the oldest is 87. In terms of our recoveries, today we have 244 patients.
I think we are on a good path. Let us take care of our children. We produce them with our blood.
And meanwhile, residents of Old Town in Mombasa County along the coast of Kenya have urged the government to pay them compensation after incurring losses during the 1-month lockdown measures enforced due to the coronavirus pandemic.
Kushirikiana na serikali na kwenda kuwauliza.
We have tried to work together with the government and ask them for the full statistics and explain where they came from, but up to now this has not happened.
Kuelezewa chochote, bali wamesema tu kwenye vyombo vya habari kuwa
We were told nothing besides what was stated in the news, that these 2 centers are for corona, and this is not true, because testing has not been conducted on many Kenyans.
wengi sana Kenya nzima.
More than 400 fighters who are former members of the NDCR rebel group have surrounded their weapons in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo.
If you believe in our strength as your forces, then bring your weapons here and lay them down.
Haiko kama unaingia kupori ndio utachunga hii Kongo, hapana. Tunapaswa ungana pamoja.
Just because you go into this forest, it doesn't mean that you will be protecting the Congo. We have to join together and protect the country together.
Veteran opposition leader in Uganda, Dr. Kizza Besigye, has said that he will use different means to remove from power President Yoweri Museveni and not through elections. He said the current environment in the country does not ensure free and fair elections taking place.
This country will not be free by Yabakama or whatever he's called.
This country will not be free with the Electoral Commission chairman preparing to announce the new winner, and we shall see Museveni being announced and verified as winner. Those waiting to see the day Museveni thanks Ugandans without our permission will not do so. The regime is finished. Even the money they are using has been loaned from banks to deal with COVID. They have no money at all. This is not a government that disturbs us for long.
The regime is finished.
And the government of Burundi says it is ready to restore relations with Belgium, which have thawed since the outbreak of political turmoil in the country in 2015. This was revealed after talks were held between the Prime Minister of Burundi, Alain Guillaume Bunyoni, and the Belgian ambassador in the country.
Burundi is prepared to work with Belgium so that the relationship that had deteriorated since 2015 is strengthened. So Burundi and Belgian nationals should continue to work together as they had in the past. There are projects that Belgium was funding whose time they have extended to 2022, and these projects are in the health, agriculture and livestock keeping sectors, as well as in the education sector.
That's where we leave off with international news. Business news is after the break.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
We believe that the driver is the customer.
To change the mindset of traditional HR to the digitalization.
Make sure that everybody can get some access to financial services.
And once we understand the vision of our leaders, we then need to be behind them and help them in achieving that vision.
Business have involved mercantile operations, trade guilds, or shared agricultural production, infrastructure, construction, financial sectors, tourism, and mining. Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
That's all for business news. Sports is next.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Opposition, Joaquinho, he did lose to Lynn.
In sports, Simba Sports Club management has reiterated that they are signing new players with the aim of continuing their domination in Tanzania, as well as to become more competitive in international games.
Licha kwamba utaangalia kupitia big screen, lakini utapata fursa ya kuona miamba kina Bwalia.
So, despite seeing through the big screen, you will get the opportunity of seeing stars like Bwalia, Onyango, Mugalu. We have not done a normal signing. We have registered real men so we can win again the Premier League, the Federation, and perform better in the Champions League.
Kufanya vizuri zaidi kwenye Champions League. Our target ni semi-final. Champions League. Our target.
Azam Football Club will face Namungo FC in the last day of their Chamazi Week this Sunday, with Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa expected to be the guest of honor.
Wageni wetu watakuwa Namungo kama timu mwalikwa, lakini mgeni rasmi atakuwa
Namungo will be our guests, but the guest of honor will be Honorable Kassim Majaliwa. This is a huge thing because since our stadium was opened by the fourth phase President Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, and now we bring the Prime Minister of the Republic of Tanzania, Honorable Kassim Majaliwa. This is a very huge thing for us.
Na katika kuanza safari yetu ya wiki ya Chamazi, kwa sababu hili ni jambo la kudumu tunalifanya kila mwaka. Kwa mwaka wa kwanza tunaanza na waziri mkuu, ni jambo kubwa sana kwetu.
Ronald Koeman has described Barcelona as his dream club after being appointed their new head coach on a 2-year deal.
He spent 6 years at the Camp Nou as a player and scored Barcelona's winning goal in the 1992 European Cup final. He will leave his job in charge of the Netherlands national team to